Hey, yo, what's good, fam? We have more info. We have, first of all, we actually have the banners. I wouldn't call it a leak, but they're in the data download. First of all, the graphic looks amazing. This is one of my favorite banner arts ever. It looks gorgeous. The fluorescence of, like, I don't know if I used that word correctly, but like the lighting effects and the glow, it's gonna look gorgeous in game. But yeah, we have the assets for the data download. Looks very good. They never have done this before, I don't think, but where they gave us the banner images early, right? Now, the reason they did this is because they now have a sort of a sticker effect. This lightning effect is gonna glow. I mean, it's just a standard glow, nothing crazy. So it is gonna have its own special animations. I think that's dope. I don't really see a negative to like knowing the banners early. If anything, it just benefits us YouTubers. It doesn't hurt Akatsuki at all. So they should do this more often, right? But they'll probably only do this on Oh, maybe they'll do this as a like to signify it's a dual Dokkan Fest banner. The glowing effect, they'll probably only do it during major celebrations. Remains to be seen. Now, as you can see, Cell will have Tech Ultimate Gohan, AGO, LR Gohan, the new physical androids, which are a weird unit, but I wouldn't say they're trash. I gotta see them in action first. And then the physical Super Saiyan 2 into Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So his banner is actually it's 7 out of 10, right? Not crazy, not bad. STR Videl, Incel. So here's the thing. If Incel were to EZA, which I can't say it's unlikely because we've seen the Super Saiyan 4's EZA, and this guy came out what, like 7 months after them, right? Like eight months after, not too far down the road. So him and Gohan legitimately could EZA. Akatsuki's not on the timeline anymore. They don't care how old you are, as long as you are considered old. You fit in one basket. So if they feel like awakening you and they feel like it's fitting, they're gonna do it. Now, with that being said, speaking of Tech Ultimate Gohan, STR Ultimate Gohan's EZA has been revealed. Leader skill, Hybrid Saiyans 3 key, stats 170%. That is just I don't think y'all get how good that leader skill is. Like Hybrid Saiyans is just such a massive. Like Pure Saiyans is a massive. It's obviously the biggest category, but I could argue Hybrid Saiyans, like the way it's built, you can build it like so many different ways. Like, it's so many. Pure Saiyans obviously is the same. It's just it's weird with Hybrid Saiyans, right? There's so many different builds you can do, and a lot of those units, do different things because Gotenks and stuff are on there. It's one and the same. I guess if anything, they're both just so versatile that you can do it so many different ways. His super attack, Burst Rush Extreme, it now greatly raises attack, greatly raises defense for one turn, and causes immense damage. We were always hoping he would stack defense forever. However, greatly raising defense for 50%, I'm sure is going to be fine. Let's see what his passive skill is. Attack and defense 158%. Superclass allies get defense plus 50%, and then in Trusted Will category allies get 2 superclass out. Oh, it's specific to superclass, huh? Let me see something. Okay, that's interesting. Entrusted Will. That's not what I meant to do. Entrusted Will. There we go. There's not really too many extreme class units on. Oh, there's none. Oh, Garlic Jr. and then Piccolo. Yeah, that's that's not really a concern. And then LR exchange, right? Because Vegeta puts his trust in Goku. That's not a problem at all. Then in Trusted Will category, superclass allies get 2 key and attack 30%. That's not, you wish it could go to everybody, but I'm not really tripping. High chance to guard against all attacks. If guard is activated against all attacks for 4 turns. Oh, guard activated against all attacks for 4 turns and perform an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super after guard is activated. What that means is you hit him well, first of all, he'll have the 50% chance to guard. If the 50% procs, he will activate his guard for 4 turns. That's massive for Gohan because one of Gohan's issues is any given turn he could or could not have it. Like his guard ability, as important as it is, he didn't know when it was active, right? So that's definitely something that held him back much faster than you would have liked for him to age. A lot of those old category leads aged very fast because defense, that was around when defense actually started to matter again, or I guess in a way you could argue for the first time. But yeah, defensively he wasn't holding up, even though he had guard, right? And he gave himself the defensive support. It was weird. But yeah, and then on top of the guard for 4 turns, he will also have a high chance to, well, he will perform an additional that has a high chance to become a super. I really like what they did with Gohan. I don't see any issues with him. I don't think he's better than Turles. Turles is crazy, right? I don't think he's better than Turles. I do not think he's better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's EZA. Hmm. I know this sounds crazy, but looking at him, let me see him on paper. But I don't even know if he's better than physical Vegito Blue, and that's not a bad thing. I still think Gohan is like an A tier EZA, but he might not be Z tier. I gotta see him in action. We'll see. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I've been waiting a long time for STR Gohan's EZA, so let's see what he does. Now, also the Int Prime Battle Vegeta is getting his EZA. Let's see what he does. Leader skill Pure Saiyans category gets 4 key stats 130. Super attack effects now 12 key the Photon Bomber. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. Hits 18 key super attack, the Big Bang attack, which was that shot of when he's aiming down at 19 as a KO screen was one of the best KO screens in the game at a time. Like it looked really good back then. But his 18 key super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal to the enemy. So that's good. That's good. That's really ideally how you want LRs to be set up. Like their 12 key is usable, like viable and helpful, and then their 18 key is just a better version of that, right? It's not like LR Bardock where you really wish you could get his 12 key effect every single turn, but at the same time you need his damage from his 18 key and up, right? Like because he's such a hard hitter on a lot of those rotations. But anyway, Vegeta's passive, Prince of the Saiyans return, attack 50% and defense 70%. He gets an additional 70% defense when HP is 50% or above. He gets 1 key every time he does an attack, up to a max of 5 key. He also will receive an additional 50% attack and launches 2 additional attacks, each of which have a low, which is a 10% chance to become a super attack for 4 turns after he has been hit. He's fine. That's actually very good. He's truly a better version of what he was. Like some of these EZAs are completely different units, and you could argue he is I really like him. This is him if they made him in 2022. So that's exactly what EZA should be. I know it sounds crazy, but if you go and look at some of these LR EZAs, man, they really missed the mark. Like I'd say, I don't feel like Bardock is the same unit he was before. For some parts of his path, like the Frieza thing and stuff like those gimmicks and whatnot, I'd rather they just buffed what he originally was better, or say AGL Trunks and Goten are a better version of what they were. Who else? What's his name? Damn it. I'm drawing a blank, and I just had one off the top of my head. I'm drawing a blank, but whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed covering it for you. Hitman is out.